Just because a fiber has a dust cap on it doesn't mean it's clean. So let's take a look at the end face of a fiber. Now, I realize not everybody has access to a fiber inspection scope, so I wanted to use this opportunity to show you what the end face of a fiber looks like when it's dirty. So here we see a fiber I just grabbed off the bench, put the inspection scope on there, and we run a test and we find out that this fiber doesn't look so good. So I got out my click cleaner and I gave it one click and I tested it again. And we find that while the click cleaners do a pretty good job most of the time, in this case, it didn't give us a passing result. So I took and gave it 2 clicks and did the test again. Now, it looks a little bit better, but it's still not passing. So what we find is sometimes if that fiber just won't get clean, we need to do what's known as a wet clean. And that is we use a pen that has fiber cleaning solution in it and a lint-free pad. We put a dot of the fiber cleaning solution on the pad. We put the end face of the fiber in that solution, and then we let it sit there for just a second and soak. Then we very lightly drag it from the wet to the dry. And I do that 3 times in 3 different areas, so I don't get any of that dirt onto the end of the fiber. Now we'll test it one last time, and we see it passes. So if you don't have a fiber inspection scope, it's not a bad idea to have a click cleaner on hand and give it at least 1 click on both the patch panel or the SFP and on the fiber. This will help ensure that if there's any dirt or grease on the end of that fiber, you're doing your best job to get rid of it. We want to make sure those connections are as good as possible.